All right, we black. 5, 4, 3, 2. Mm,
We good?
we good.
Oh, all righty, let's go, man. Hey, cousins, welcome back to another episode of Secure the Bag, where four entrepreneurial cousins come together to talk business, legacy, and the hustle it takes to build something that lasts. Today's guest, oh, excuse me. Today's guest is the definition of a seasoned entrepreneur. Sony started his first business at just 16 years old and never looked back. By 22, he was already a licensed commodity broker, helping clients navigate wild market swings and learning early on that success is about timing, discipline, and surrounding yourself with the right people. With 24 years in real estate under his belt, Sony has led over 200 transactions, owned and operated more than 100 rental units, and played a key role in launching and growing several successful businesses from real estate and capital markets to luxury services and global hospitality. But beyond the business, Sony's a dedicated family man. He's been married for 4 years, raising six beautiful kids, and still finding time to pour into others through his program, The Money Map, a blueprint for building wealth with intention. So trust us, cousins. This episode is full of gems. Whether you're just getting started or you're ready to scale, Sony's story is going to inspire you to go harder and smarter. Family, let's get into it. Sonny, welcome to the bag, my brother.
Thank you kindly. Appreciate it.
How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing fantastic. It's good to be here.
Yes, sir. Hey, so, Sonny, like we said, man, we just running it up. Just give us your background, my brother. What you got going on today?
Oh man, background is a long story, so I'm gonna keep it short so we can get more questions. But a couple of things. Number one, I'm building a program called the Money Map. We all see what Google did with GPS, what Apple did with GPS. Like, we had to go in a real map in a book and find out where we're gonna go 15, 20 years ago. That wasn't even that long ago. And so now we could just put the address in and the GPS guides us. So that's the concept that I'm creating with the money map. I want everybody to be able to identify exactly where you are, identify where you want to go when it comes to money, and let the map navigate you.
Yes, sir. How
Hey,
long you been working on the program for?
I've been working on a money map for about 15 years. I've called it different things. I've taught it live under different names and under different languages. But finally, I settled on the money map because I think it's an easy concept for people to understand.
Yeah, yeah, man. And then even with when we had our first conversation, bro, you broke it down the way you mapped it out and just kind of gave it a structure, something that people can understand, man. I think it's so dope, brother.
Yeah, that's great. Whenever we have the time, I could put it together in 5 minutes if everybody want to hear it.
Yeah, 100%.
hey, I got a quick question, Sony. Where
Yes.
are you at, man? What is going
How you
on in
gonna do me like that? Why would you do me like
what's
that?
going on in the background, bro?
He try to keep it a secret. He don't want nobody to, oh, wait, is that the Cowboys?
So
Yeah.
long story short, shout out to my wife. My wife is a branding genius who builds and protects brands for athletes, entertainers, and businesses. And today we're here with a client who plays for the Cowboys. So we're here at the Cowboy Club.
Wow, that's fire, bro.
Nah, that's dope,
That is
man.
fire.
You
Appreciate you.
you out there living the dream, man. I ain't mad at
1% better every day, y'all boys.
Mhm.
you.
So, so Sonny, man, so the real estate. So, do you? tell me what you want to talk about first. Do you want to talk about the real estate first, or you want to keep going on with the money map? Do you want to kind of break down what it is that what the money map is exactly? Did we lose him?
Uh-oh.
Oh boy. Okay, so we'll come back to Sony when he come back. Jay, you want to give him a
He
call?
like he was saying something too.
I know.
Yeah.
Listen, we was on a
he just got knocked off.
we was on a call what was that? Monday night with Sony. We was on the phone on a call for about
Monday,
about 2 hours, yo. He was dropping gems, so we had to get him on. We couldn't wait to get him on. And like he said, he's out at the what is it? The Cowboy, what is it? The Cowboy Club.
Cowboys Club.
Yeah, so he out there, so but anyways, yeah, I can't wait to dive in.
100%.
You know the dope part about the whole concept behind the money strategy he's doing and what he does in Toledo is genius, man. You're taking small baby steps to become this huge entity, you know. So he's been doing it so long, and he just been taking nibbles at the pie, man. And eventually, instead of taking that one big hit and missing and getting self-doubt, he just took a lot of nibbles at the pie, bro, and was able to create something huge. So I think that's something that we don't really realize today. We watch social media and everybody thinks that, man, if I'm not succeeding right now and I'm failing, or if I don't take a big swing and miss, or if I don't make a certain amount of money now, and you get lost in the process, man. It's a process to become successful. It's a process to even see any type of success, you know. So shout out to Sonny, man.
Yeah, 100%, man. Even when he broke it down for us, I feel like he like with his strategy. I feel like he the black Robert Kiyosaki. he got the four quadrants broken down for us, man, and pretty much terms that we can understand a little bit better. You know, for people who don't have regular money conversations, when you could break it down into land or not land. What was it? Is it cities? He broke it down to
No,
like
it's not
counties.
creed.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Apologies, family. My phone overheated because there's too much sauce on this line.
I love it. Fire.
So they escorted me to somewhere. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So
I'm in the elevator.
You say you where?
Yeah, brother. We were my bad. Go ahead,
Nah,
fellas.
he's showing off right now. Look what's behind it. He flexing right now.
That's Tony Dorsett.
yeah.
How are you? Okay, they got me next to the American flag.
Look like it's cooler in there.
It's a lot cooler in here, boy. I was melting, literally.
Hey, we got to take a trip, man. We got to get the security bag down at the
Let's
Cowboys
do it.
Stadium. That'll be fire. So Sony, brother, break it down for us, man. The money map, just kind of give the people like whatever that basic outline of what it is that you're trying to create. And I know you said you're also trying to create a book around it as well, right?
Yes, the book is in production. The program is in production. But yeah, I mean, real briefly, if enough of us saw it and understood it, I think a lot more people could make a lot more money and free up a lot of people. I mean, when looking at the history of the world, I mean, in the year 1900, 125 years ago exactly, the businesses that existed was farming and horses.
Mm,
That was it.
mm.
Just 125 years ago, one generation ago. Farming and horses. And today we have access to every piece of information. And now with the AI boom, we have access to all the tools. It's insane. And so right now, I think it's a good time for people to start to understand what the map looks like and have an opportunity to use it and navigate it if they want.
Yeah. Nah, 100%, man. That's so dope, man.
You
I don't think you
want me to
heard
go
me.
in?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey,
So there's
Sony, real quick,
yes.
just fix your phone. Bring your phone up a little bit. You cut.
Is it too low?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Okay,
It's,
perfect.
yeah,
Perfect.
it's just where the outline is going to go around your face. That's why he's asking that.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
How we looking?
That's better. Yeah.
Good. Good.
Okay, good. Yeah, so the short version is the money map. The title is the money map and the 4 areas that money live and where you can too. Okay, so level 1 is called lack city, right? In lack city, that's where people either don't have money or are struggling with money or make a lot of money, but the physical body got to be there. If you're making $10 an hour, you know, at a supermarket, or if you're making $10 million a year as a running back in the NFL, right? Pun intended, right? You're still in lack city because the physical body has to be there for that money to be made.
Mm.
So yeah, so the job you got to do is 3 things. You got to increase your ability to earn. You got to make more money. You got to increase your ability to borrow. You have to become lendable, right? Not so we buy nice things with it, jewels and all that other stuff, but to use that money to put that money to work, right? And then you have to get educated. You have to understand how money flows. You have to understand where money goes. You have to understand where money lives, right? And choose to have money that wants to work, go work in the areas where it produces the most, right? So
Mhm.
once you begin to have money work for you and you're getting, let's say you get a dividend stock, right? For 25, you get an AT&T dividend stock for $25 and it's giving you a $1 a year. You've moved to the second location where money lives, which is passive income. Passive income county is where money goes to work for you,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
You put your money to work, it starts making babies, and you're living off the babies,
So
right?
real quick, I'm sorry. So I
Yeah.
just want to make sure, man. So stage 1 is
Mhm.
lack city, LACK.
That's correct. Lack City.
So it doesn't matter how much money you make,
It don't
you
matter.
can still be at stage 1 because is if you don't got your money doing anything, you're still at the basic level of getting income. Okay, makes sense.
So I'm glad you honed in on that because especially for us, right? Our avatar, our idea of a successful person is a hustler,
Mm.
right? The hustler, whether it's legal or illegal, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make it, right? So the
Yeah.
person who takes that physical body, who has the cars, who has the money, who has the jewelry, who has the watches, who has the purse, who has the bag, who has the power, who has right the notoriety, the fame, whatever it is that we associate with success. When that person, when we see that person, that's the person we associate with success. The hustler, that's the avatar. The problem with the hustler is they always changing. That position is for rent.
Mm.
Mm. Mm.
So what you mean? You mean like it's changing by like they keep jumping from business to business, from job to job in a sense?
I mean, the let's take it to the block. The hustler on the block could be the hustler on the block for 5 years, 3 years, 20 years, but he's replaced.
Mm. Okay.
Mm.
The
Okay.
HNIC is always replaced. The hustler, the avatar that we associate with success, that person is replaced.
Mm.
Oh, understood. Okay.
Right? So you could be the head of concierge for Rock Nation, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
But that position will remain. But the person who's in that position is not always going to be there.
Uh,
That makes sense.
So the star running back in the NFL right now, right? It's not going to be the star running back in the NFL 20 years from now, 10 years from now, even 3 years from now.
Yeah.
So most of us fight to get the body to produce.
mhm.
And a lot of us, right, in Lac City, right, you call that part of Lac City work away. Those who figure out how to make a lot of money so they could buy the things that they like. A lot of times what happens with people who learn to produce a lot of money by being the man, by being that guy, right, by being the top hustler, right, you don't get to enjoy that.
Yeah.
Right.
Everybody else around you enjoy it, but you don't get to
Mhm.
enjoy that. If you've
So
ever been the top guy, you know you don't get to enjoy that.
right. And you're probably gonna get to this, but as you're saying this, my first thought is, okay, what's the adverse? How do we fix that? How do I
Perfect.
or is this even a problem? You know what I mean? Like some people like to be in the hustle lane. You get what I'm saying? But what's the adverse to it? What's the opposite?
So right before I go into the opposite, let me ask you this, right? Let's say you that man, right? You that man, you got the spy, you that guy, right? And you got whatever it is that's associated with your definition of what that man or that guy is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you got the crib, you got a couple of cars, you got some credit cards, you got some things you finance or whatever it is, right? And you're driving down the street, leaving your spot where you're the man at, and a Mack truck hits you.
It's game over.
And I, right? Or then you got to be in the hospital for 8 months.
Right.
Right? What happens to that house?
Mm.
What happens to the penthouse? What happens to the apartment?
You
What
can't,
happens?
you can't maintain.
And maintain.
Right. So that's Lac City.
That's Lac City.
I got you. Clear.
That doesn't mean you can't be the man in other areas. You know what I'm saying? Listen, everybody was born to shine. We can all shine. You know what I mean? So it's not.
So let me ask you. So
yes.
At that point, Sony, is that considered no structure and no scalability? If you can just basically go to the hospital and like your business is shut down.
100%. The income is dependent on the physical body being present and working. If your physical body got to be present and working in order for that to be produced, you're in Lac City, no matter how much money you make.
Nice. Okay. All right.
So what I think you're saying, right? I think you're saying like if the person that was shining was the man, had things going on, but they had other things behind the scenes that was making sure these things continue to go on. It don't matter if you get hit by a Mack truck. It don't matter if you die. It don't matter if whatever. It's still going to keep going because you already set everything up.
100%.
So you structured it the right way so it could continue to grow and go.
That's correct.
Basically.
Talk to him, King.
So at that point, you've graduated from Lac City.
Absolutely. Yeah. So to graduate from Lac City, right? All you have to do is get money working for you, right? So Lac City is the first location, right? The moment you get your first dividend stock, you buy an AT&T stock for $25, $26, $27, and it's making you $1 per year, 27 cents per quarter at the time, right? You have graduated from Lac City mentally, and you have brought yourself into passive income counting. That's all it takes. It takes one mind shift.
Nice.
That's it. Now, there are certain things to understand. Again, to leave Lac City, you have to increase your ability to earn. You got to make more money. You have to increase your ability to borrow. You have to become lendable. You have to get your credit right. You have to understand credit. You got to get your business credit right. You got to understand business credit. You got to understand business. You got to understand how it works and how it flows. You have to take the time to educate yourself so that you're not the only one who's always working for you.
Nice.
Yeah. Hey man, and then even within that, what I realized for speaking with my clients is like if you've never had like a money conversation, most people we just go about life. You know what I mean? We just, hey, I got this, I got that. I might get my credit just enough right just to be able to get an apartment or buy a house. But sometimes there's no strategy behind the purchases.
Well, who's having that conversation? Where's that conversation being had at? I don't know where that conversation is being had at.
Exactly. I mean,
and that's why I got to tune in to Secure the Bag, because that's where we having a conversation at. Let's get it.
Exactly. It's sometimes it's scary, man, because like we pass that mindset down, or we pass that type of that lack of conversation down. You know what I'm saying? You could pass on the conversation or the mindset, but you could also pass on the lack of the conversation at the same time.
Sure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, real quick.
Yes, sir.
I just got to pause real quick. We only been on for a couple of minutes, and the comments we got is interesting podcast, good information. Shout out to Tawana. Kathy said this is good. Shalita checked in, and Lachey said I need this book. LOL. So real quick, where can we get the book?
On the way.
It's on the way.
It's on the way. You guys continue to tune in to Secure the Bag podcast. And as soon as it's ready, as a matter of fact, you know what I'll do? What we're going to do is in the next 2 weeks, We're gonna put up a link where you could just go to the link, put your email, and we'll keep you updated on when the book is, where it's at, what it's doing, and when we expect it for it to be out.
Yes, sir.
So
That's
these we only been up for what, like 5-6 minutes, and it's already fire. So what I
Let's go.
suggest you do is hang in there. Matter of fact, get a couple shares, yo. Hit the share button and see if you can get some more people.
Hit the
in.
share button, man.
Hit that share button.
Get everybody you know up here.
Hey, head over to YouTube. We might as well just do a promotion right now. Head over to YouTube, man. We got a security podcast live streaming over there as well. If you know somebody that don't got Facebook, tell them go to YouTube. I know everybody got a YouTube. You don't need no account for that.
Yeah. Furthermore, and listen, everybody got somebody they travel with. Everybody got somebody they go to dinner with, go to lunch with. Listen, if you tired of paying somebody else's check, put them on this podcast. They can learn how to secure the bag so you stop paying the check.
Exactly. Man, that's what I think about, man. When this group came together, bro, from the finances to the mortgage to the real estate to everything, it's like everything we need just to get to that was it passive income county is right here. You know what I mean? For people that don't have the outlets or don't know who to speak to, this is where you get the information from. This is who you speak to. You want somebody you trust, somebody that look like you right here.
100%.
So all right.
Yeah.
So we at passive income county.
Yes, sir.
All right. I think that was pretty cut and dry. I think I get that one. So what's the next bet? Where do we move on from there?
Okay, before we move on, right? You got to play in passive income county, right? Yeah, of course it's more, right? Right. So now you're in passive income county. You're playing a game. Listen, everyone who's born since 1913 is born playing the money game. Before 1913, where it was just horses and buggies, you could be born on a farm and you didn't automatically have to play the money game. Since 1913, okay, everybody is born playing the money game, but nobody knows they're playing the money game. So if right in Louisville, we're talking about and where we are, right? Let's say you're the best running back in the world. I mean, you're the best running back in the world. You know football, you know all the rules. I mean, you practice, you jump over people, you run over people. And someone who's never heard of the game came and says, man, I could beat you at football. What you gonna do to that person?
We gonna line
destroy him.
Yeah, it's time to line up.
It's a wrap before it started.
It's time. It's fighting words.
So if we're all playing the money game and you don't even know we're playing the game and you don't know the rules, what you think they're doing to you?
Destroying.
Getting raped.
Yeah.
Right? So one of the things, in Lag City is because of your mindset, how you think. And one of the things that people think in Lag City is that there's not enough money to go around, right? So just to qualify that, do you know how much money in student loans are outstanding today? Just give me an idea how much money you think in student loans are outstanding.
As like the U.S.?
As in the U.S. alone, how much student loan debt is in existence, is owed?
Like $1 trillion?
Like $2 trillion.
Yeah.
Great guess, gentlemen. $12 trillion.
I was about to say it's way more than that because they've been preaching that for years.
$12 trillion, right? We have another 30 or so trillion dollars of outstanding mortgage debt. Like there's 30, and listen, 50% of the property in America is debt free. And we have another 36 trillion of outstanding mortgage debt. Right? We have another 5 trillion of car debt. Right? I mean, it's just insane. One company, the biggest company in America, is called BlackRock. They buy everything. They own every stock. Now they're starting to buy cribs because they run out of stuff to buy. They're managing $13 trillion today. $13 trillion in one company under management.
Wow.
That's insane.
Wow.
We have 320 million. We just add just those. I didn't talk about the NASDAQ. I didn't talk about the New York Stock Exchange. I didn't talk about Forex. I didn't talk about other countries. I'm talking in America.
Exactly. Hey, look, real quick, side note. If nobody's ever looked at the U.S. debt clock, go ahead and Google that right now. the U.S. debt clock. Go ahead and Google U.S. debt clock.
Yeah, you gotta know what's going on.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Go ahead. So my apologies. I wanted to
Nah. Fantastic. So now you're in passive income county. You got your one stock. Everybody go buy your not financial advice. Just sharing my opinion of how.
Recording in progress.
Right. Just sharing my opinion, right, of how to play this game, right? But the moment you have that one AT&T stock that's giving you that $1 dividend every year, you're playing the game on a passive income level, right? You're in passive income county. So the goal of passive income county, when you win in passive income county, is when you achieve what's called financial freedom.
Mm,
A lot of people hear these words being thrown around, but they don't understand them. Right?
exactly.
What is financial freedom? Financial freedom is where you have enough passive income to cover all your bills in your current lifestyle. That's it. That's when you buy your freedom.
Yeah.
I get
The
it.
first goal of money is not $10,000 saved up. It's not 100 bands. It's not $1 million a year in the income. The first goal of money is freedom.
So hold on now. So because I didn't heard all my life, watching the gurus, watching the Dave Ramseys and whoever else is in that nature, where the first thing is have an emergency fund. You know what I'm saying? You just told me not to save $10,000, but like
Yeah.
you challenging everything I done learned.
Well, first of all, if someone's not challenging everything you learned, they're not doing the job right. That's number one. Because if everything you learned was enough to get you where you wanted to go, you'd have been there already.
Ooh,
Mm.
shit.
Oh yeah, 20 years ago, 30 years ago.
Look at my boy lean back in that chair.
So that's number one. Now there's different steps in Lac City. In Lac City, the goal is to get out of Lac City and get into passive income county. So there are steps to everything. So part of it is having 90 days emergency fund, but those are elementary steps. So what I'm saying is the end goal, right? The goals. A lot of people have end goals. I want to be a millionaire. For what? For what? Who said that? For what?
Yeah,
Right? Majority of America with $3,000, $3,500 a month in passive income are retired.
that's facts. Just to cover the basic bills, enough to just get by and do what you got to do. Everything else is freedom. Yeah.
So that's what I mean. Thank you for asking the question so I could clarify it. But it doesn't mean you shouldn't have a little bit of savings for emergencies. But the job, right, has to be done in order for the bills to be paid.
So let me ask this: if you could give me a list of 5 things someone could invest in that could create a passive income.
Easy.
Mm-hmm.
Easy.
Putting you on the spot.
Nah, that's love. I appreciate that.
Oh,
You gotta
give
make
me
the
2,
block
give me
hot.
3, but you got to give me something. You already said a dividend.
I
But give
got
me
you.
the stock.
So before we even get there, you're asking very pertinent questions, which is fantastic because people won't get the information and understand what's being said here. The first thing you have to understand is, right, the number one goal of money, which is number one goal. That's not on the path. That's not part of that's the number one goal. The number one goal of money, in my opinion, is freedom. I'm trying to get free out this thing. I'm trying to be able to get my bills paid and be at the crib and create the master plan for the next step. Right? I'm trying to help
Right.
somebody else out. You know what I mean? But the first goal of money, personally, for me, is freedom. Right? Financial freedom. But you also have to understand the number one formula of money. You have to know the rules of the game. This is part of the education process. The number one formula for money is called ROI,
Yes, sir.
return on investment. ROI, right? So you have active income, which is Lag City. Then you have passive income, which is level 2, right? Which is Financial Freedom County. But in ROI, the simple form is very simple: is return how much you made back for the year divided by spent times 100 equals your ROI.
Mm.
So your return divided by what you spent, what you made for the year, divided by what you spent to make that for the year, times 100 equals ROI, right? So if I spend 100 bands, right, and I made 10,000 back, right, I would do 10,000 divided by 100, which equals times 100, divided by 100, right, times 100, which gives me 10%.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
So return divided by spent times 100 equals ROI.
Hey man, you might as well just go ahead and get a whiteboard and just write it down for me real quick. I comprehend where you're going with it, but I
Yes.
can't see it in my mind. But I do.
That's all right. We're going to get the whiteboard. That's what we do at
Oh,
Secure
yeah.
the Bag. We're going to get the whiteboard then.
The times 100 times another 100.
So
multiply.
Sony, let me ask you this: when you get your return on investment,
Yes.
is the next step or a part of this step right here, is it to save it or is it to reinvest it?
So we getting deep. We're not gonna have enough time to go into that, but I'm gonna give you a brief answer to that question, right? Because we got to get to the other two steps, right? So you understand the map, right? Then we'll go over time and speak about the details and what happens next and what to do next. But the answer to that specific question is manage it.
Mm. Okay.
So a percentage of your see a lot of cultures, I ain't gonna name no names, but a lot of cultures have their kids come out at 4 years old and already telling him, hey, take 20% of your money and put it into education. Take 10% of your money. The fifth floor, I'm not sure, dear. You might want to go to downstairs. That's where they have the valet. The valet will tell you.
Sonny, you got a job now?
Listen, hey, active, passive, we got to get it.
Yes, sir.
Tell Jerry Jones put some signs out there, man.
You feel me?
Hey, real quick, I want to put a pause here. Someone asked a question in the chat, man. Timothy Lewis said, "How many streams of income do you think is needed to be comfortable?"
What did I tell him? I'm in there. What I said to him? I said 20.
At least. Right. So that's a
20,
great
man.
question. You said Tim asked the question?
Yeah, Timothy, what was his name? Timothy Lewis.
Timothy Lewis.
Tim,
Yeah.
that's a great question, brother. But let's qualify that question so you understand what you're asking, right? In the example of the dividend stock, right? If you Google right now, everybody just do the math so you can understand it. Because when you participate, you're gonna get out of this what you put into this. So just Google right now what AT&T stock is going for, right? A dividend stock is a stock when you purchase it, they give you a piece of the earnings in a check form every quarter, right? So Google AT&T right now, which is one of the dividend stocks, right, and see what it's going for, right? So, and then Google what is the quarterly dividend payout that AT&T give per share. So you're gonna buy a share for about 27, 28 bucks right now, and they give you a quarter. Now, how many quarters do you need to give you your passive income, Tim?
That's facts. And that's what I was thinking. It's like, to me, I don't think it matters.
It don't
Like
matter.
if we're trying to get to the passive stage, right? That financial freedom where, hey, I just need enough to cover my bills and
That's
don't
right.
have to worry about working. I don't think
right.
it matters the amount of
It
streams
don't
of
matter.
income you have. If you got one that hits 3,500, cool. But now you
Cool.
need to protect that one now, just in case something happens to that one. Maybe getting like 2 or 3 more. But as far as like, I don't agree with King. King likes to take the above and beyond as always. But I don't think
You're
we all
supposed to.
Well,
yeah, but no, which is just my opinion.
yeah, but it's a numbers game, right?
Yeah.
So if
Right.
I have one that's doing the 3,500 a month, right, and I lose that one, what happens?
You got to go back to work.
Now I gotta go back to work. But if I have what's that 6, 7? If I have 7 that's doing 500 and I lose one, what happens?
You're good. You got
Yeah, I'm still good. I got 3 man. I got to work to get that one back.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So it depends on how the math works in your situation, what you know, what you don't know, how you feel, how you don't feel, right? So it depends on how the math works. That's where education comes in. But we're talking about managing the money now, right? If you're not managing what you already have, why should you get more?
Right. Right. You
Mm.
shouldn't get more.
For
You gotta
what?
learn. You gotta learn to work with what you got.
For what? Right? So how much of your money you're making right now, right, are you using on Amazon once a month to buy one book? Amazon don't even allow anybody to sell books more than $20.
Really?
Ain't no books on Amazon that's $20.
Shit, mine 25.
It's on Amazon.
Is it on Amazon?
It is on Amazon.
Yo,
And then I got my own website where I sell my shit for 30.
listen, if you listen,
Yeah. So
Sony,
there's a threshold.
full disclaimer, King different. I'm telling you right now, he different. King changed the game. He changed the game wherever he at. Don't even worry about it.
Hey,
But,
I'm always open to learning. King, I'm gonna holler at you after this, bro.
but Sony, I got a
Yeah,
question.
yeah.
I got a question for you because I get a question a lot about different ways to make income and having 4 or 5 different hustles, and I think people take that having 5, 7, and 30 streams of income context, right?
Sure.
Because what happens is it goes back to your number one rule, right? Lack of. If you don't master a specific skill and make it
Sure.
scalable, you have 4 or 5 different hustles. It's not scalable. You're working every hustle, so it's still a hustle. It's lack of. If
Sure.
your business, if you walk away from one business, the other
Sure.
business ain't gonna make money. So you got to go back to that business and you got to pick it up, and it's like basically holes in the bucket because there's no scalability in it. Is that something that you see a lot? Because I think people say, I want to have 30 businesses. Like, well, you don't even have one that you mastered. It's all a hustle, all 30.
For sure. For sure. So okay, now we're going back to Lag. See, I like staying in Lag City because that's where majority of the people are, right? Then I think we got a little bit more time, so I want to do the last 3. I'm going to run through the last 2 just so you understand the map, and then I'm going to show you some of the numbers so you could really understand the map. But majority of people are in Lag City. So on this pod, I'm really going to go into Lag City and passive income county. We're going to spend a lot of time there because that's where most people are, and I think that's fair, right? I have companies in all 4 areas, but most people can't do that. Most people are not there, right? So we're going to spend a lot of time in Lag City and passive income county. But what you're saying is correct. Within Lag City itself, right? You have 3 communities that are in Lag City, right? You have victimhood,
Damn.
right? So you have victimhood. That's a community inside of Lag City. Victimhoods are the people who can't even they can't even make no money. They got a bad name with their family. They always borrowing and not paying back. You know what I'm saying? They lazy. They got an excuse. Listen, if I'm talking to you, it's out of love. I ain't hating on nobody. I think we all could shine. I think everybody deserves to shine. But if you're in victimhood, all it means is you're blaming other people for your problems.
Mm.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? It's time to take a little bit of responsibility and ask yourself, hey man, what am I doing? Listen, the level of responsibility I take in my life is if I get in an accident because someone hit me from the back, I want to know what role did I play in allowing that to happen? How did I allow someone to blindside me and hit me right? I don't have no control about what nobody else does, but I have full control over how I do. If I check my rearview mirror every 3 seconds, guess what? It decreases the likelihood that somebody gonna hit me. I keep my eyes on all my mirrors every 2 seconds. I'm moving, you know. Listen, head on a swivel.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah. So one of the communities is victimhood, right? Uh, the second community in Lag City uh, uh, is Survivor Way, right? In Survivor Way, that's the people who do have a low paying job and can barely pay their bills, but at least they trying, right? They doing something, but they don't want to get educated. They don't want to know more. They want to do the bare minimum, you know what I'm saying, and complain about it. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. If that's where you want to stay at, that's the whole point for me. The whole point for me is I just want to show you where you at. And if that's where you want to stay at, hey, if you like it for you, I love it for you.
Mm.
It's facts.
But if you could see it, we want to empower you so that you can have options. Once you can see it, now you can make choices. If you don't see it, you can't make no choices. You just
Mm.
hear. But if you could see it, right, then you can make choices to do something different. Now, the third community in Lag City is called Worker Street. Okay? Worker Street is where the hustlers is at. You know what I'm saying? They live in a little bit nicer cribs, drive a little bit nicer houses, you know what I'm saying? Have some boats, have some offices, you know what I'm saying? Or have a office, right? Um, and they're making enough money to pay for their lifestyle and the lifestyle of the people they love, but they don't get to enjoy it.
Still in Lac City.
You're still in Lac City.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
You understand? So it all depends on where you're coming from, Jay. Like, you know, you have to understand where you are, and then now you could determine, you know what I'm saying, where you're gonna go with it. So you're not, everybody's not gonna start off and work away. A lot of people who are in work away, right? As of now, I got a question for you, right? How much money do you have to make per year to be top 10% income earner in America? How much money do you think that is? How much money do I have to make in my income per year to be top 10% income earner?
To be top 10%.
Jay answering that, right?
Top 10%.
Anybody.
Jay
Is that
answering
like
that?
that's like about 100,
150?
150 to 250,000?
150.
Mm.
And that just jumped in 2020. Before 2020, it was 100,000 for like 30 years.
Yeah.
Top 10%.
That's why everybody was saying it. That's why everybody was saying they need to make six figures. That's why everybody was screaming that. That makes sense because that's what they've been preaching for 30 years.
Yes, for 30. Yep.
Man,
Yep.
and when you think about it, that's not a lot of people. That's 10% of the nation. That is crazy.
That's crazy. That's insane.
And
You
that's
know,
not even high of a number.
you know what that's telling me is all these people who I have flossing, y'all ain't making no money for real. Y'all ain't making no money for real.
That's what we talk about all the time. We say it all the time. People are financing their lifestyle, man.
For sure.
Through credit.
Through
That
credit,
was-
through family, through friends, through, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, and then I was just watching a video with Fat Joe, and I forgot who the other guy was.
Jada Kiss.
Jada?
Probably. Jada
Was that
Kiss?
Jada Kiss? Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah, when he was talking about, hey man, you know, we make this money, but they try to keep up with the lifestyle so much. It don't matter what they did, how many records they sold. They still got to be on tour. They still got to do whatever it is they got to do to hustle up that money because now they've created an image that they have to portray and make it seem like, yeah, I still got the bag, I still got the watches and the necklaces. I mean, you got it.
So and those guys are millionaires, right? That's fair,
No.
right? They're not?
no, it's an image.
Okay.
And you bought it.
Okay.
By you, I mean all of us,
No, I got you.
right? They selling the image and we buying it. But no, majority of them, right? Okay, so I got another question for you. In any area in the arts and sports, right? Can you name, right? So let me qualify that, right? You have about 1,500 active players every year in the NFL,
Okay.
right? Can you name 20?
Yeah.
I don't even watch sports to tell you nobody.
Yeah.
Okay, let me rephrase that question. Can the majority of the people who watch sports name 20 current active players?
Not the casual fan, most likely,
No.
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 No. So one of the things that we experience and don't understand, right? And which is why we got to read. This is why you got to educate yourself and why. So this goes back to managing what you have, right? A portion of my money goes back into learning, right? I go to classes every quarter. You know what I'm saying? I've paid as much as $115,000 to be in a room for 7 days, right? I pay 50 grand to be in a room for 3 days, right? So we got to continue the education. We got to continue. My bad, y'all. Right? So you got to continue to educate yourself so you can know what's going on, right? So a percentage of your money got to go back to feeding you. That's what they mean by pay yourself first, right? Put that money in a dividend, pay yourself first, right? Buy that book, right? Pay for that course. A lot of people see a course right now on how to make some money for $27 online and think it's a scam, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
Right.
Shout out to Wall Street Trapper.
Come on, bro. Come on. Like, even if you don't make any money from it, but you acquire an understanding that you didn't previously have, that's an investment in yourself.
So-
That $27, listen, it's a numbers game. Let me put y'all on. Business is a numbers game.
Right.
Okay. I show 100,000 people what I got going on. 10,000 people are going to be interested. 1,000 people are gonna holla at me, and 100 are gonna buy.
Bye.
I don't care who the 100 is.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Right? I don't care who the 100 is. I care about my numbers. So, and the 100 that join me, I give them more value than they could ever pay with that little $27. You know what I'm saying? 20. Listen, we go to McDonald's right now. I remember the time we go to McDonald's and spend $3 and be full.
Exactly.
Right? That dollar menu was popping. Now you can't go make, you got to spend $10 at least at McDonald's right now. You got to spend $10
At least.
right? You're not going to eat and be thirsty. You feel me? Like,
Nah, that hey, Sonny, you ain't never met me. I spend if I go to McDonald's once in a blue moon, I'm hitting about 8 to 9 with no drink. I got water in the car, my brother. I ain't buying no drink from McDonald's.
that's wild. That means you stay parched.
so
I don't care.
Mike
I do
learned
not care.
Mike learned a new
That
word
would be
last
coughing
night.
powder.
Mike learned a new word last night. It's frugal. He's frugal. That's what we figured out.
I ain't learned the word. I just don't use it often.
Yeah, but Jay, that goes back to what your question, right? I'm going the long way around to give you the answer to the question about, what do you do now, right? It's about managing, right? Managing means your money has to have a job to do that you gave it.
Right.
You're not giving your money a job to do. Someone's telling you, hey, buy this. Hey, I bought this, so you should buy it too. You're like, okay. You know what I'm saying? So that goes part into investing in you, right? And the people who are in victimhood, they're not in the place where they can invest in themselves yet because they don't believe that they're worth being invested in too.
Yeah,
But guess what? Nobody's going to invest in you until you invest in you.
exactly.
You understand? It don't matter how much money some people fall like. Listen, man, we've all know some people who are not very smart who get money. People luck up on some bread. But just because you luck up on some money and you can have it right now, don't mean you're gonna keep it.
Right.
A fool and his money will soon part ways. Right? So it's not about just getting the bag, right? Getting money is one skill, keeping it is another. And what you have to do is you have to invest in you. You have to have a portion of your money that goes into understanding. If it's not too much, $20, you know what I'm saying, for the next, like a month, spend that money so you could spend the time so you could understand how things work, so you can get a little bit more understanding. It's not going to happen in one day, right? It's not going to happen overnight, right? But find what success is for you. Like when I'm training people, I tell them, hey, 15 minutes a day, 3 times a week in reading is success. So you got to redefine what success is in order for you to acquire it. And then when it starts feeling good, then you could do more. Right? So all right. So now we out of Lac City, right? We're in passive income county, right? We went through passive income county. Now we're in we financially free, right? Now you think the people who's been around you, this whole time is gonna notice that that you're chilling at the crib every day, your bills paid? You think they're gonna notice, right? You think they're gonna notice that
you always on
what I'm saying?
vacation.
You change your zip code,
Yeah.
B.
Always
You barbecuing at the house every Sunday.
Hanging out with Jerry Jones at the Cowboy Club. Yeah, I think they'll pick up on that.
Oh, that's how you gonna hit me?
I think they'll pick up on that, man.
Oh, that's how you gonna do it? That's wild.
Nah. So, but where does that lead you? Where we at now?
Fantastic. Now we're at the state of abundance.
Ooh, okay.
I love it.
Okay. Now we left the streets, right? We left the cities, right? We moved over to the county. Right now we in a state. We in a state of abundance, right? In a state of abundance, right? So just to qualify what we're saying is, hey, when they hit you think they're gonna hit you light? Hey, yo, Jay, man, hey, things real messed up, boy. I need about 5 bands, boy. They about to kick me out the crib, boy. Like, hey, boy, I need you to, right? Majority of people who are hustlers don't know how to handle that because they've never educated themselves enough to go to the state of abundance, to go to Pacific County, right? So they don't know how to handle that. But I'm going to give you a brief introduction on how to handle that and what the state of abundance is. In the state of abundance, we don't give nobody no cash. We don't hand out no money. We don't give no handouts.
Wow.
But in a state of abundance, we do give opportunity. Hey, boy, listen, every dollar I got, I put it back into real estate because I fell in love with this passive income. So you know, for me to get some money out, that 5 bands you're talking about, you may think I got some bread, but I got like 30 pieces of property that's producing, you know what I'm saying, 8,000 a month. That's paying my lifestyle, but I need all of that. My wife know all that coming. So I don't have 5 bands just sitting around, you know what I mean, waiting for you to ask me for it. All my money go to work or else I got to. But what I do have is I just got approved for a line of credit for $100,000, and I'm about to go buy a Subway franchise. If you want, you can work for me. I'll give you a salary. Plus, I'll give you 20% of the business so this never happens to you again.
Oh man.
Yo,
So hold on. Oh,
I
I'm
know where
sorry.
he's
I'm sorry.
going.
So within that conversation with someone like that, where you as the person that's already been through the money map, you already got your strategy set up. Do you trust someone with that 20%? Or I mean, let me make sure I'm asking the right type of question.
For
I
sure.
don't. I feel like giving somebody that 20% like is it's opportunity, but it's like he just handed it to them, and then I just feel like they're just gonna blow it.
So
That's a great listen. That's go ahead, Jay.
nah, you go. You got it. You got it. I think you're
You
gonna say,
sure?
yeah, you're gonna say what I'm gonna say. Go ahead, go for it.
No, you go first.
So
Go ahead.
the first thing that popped into my head was I'd rather give you that with the opportunity of possibly getting a return versus me just giving it to you and not getting nothing back, and you expecting that to happen all the time. So it's probably it could work for all of us as an investment. But if I'm just giving you hit me up for 5 G's and I give it to you, what good is that? Ain't none of us winning.
That's facts. That makes
And you
sense.
never go. First of all, you already owe me $100.
Right. You ain't gonna see it back. You ain't gonna never see it back.
Now you done upgrade to 5 G's. God, you
Yeah.
trying to hit me.
Yo, what happened to gas money? You know?
Jesus, right? But so here's what I will say about that, right? What I will say about that is if someone is in victimhood and they come ask you for 5 bands and you offer them opportunity, you think they're gonna take it?
No.
Off the rip?
Hell
No.
no.
Nah.
No.
Off the
Hell
rip?
no.
No.
Hell no. This is about management. And at every level of the game, there's a different way to manage and there are different things to manage, right? This is about, you know, he who manages um he who manages money manages a little.
Mhm.
He who manages people manages more. He who manages himself manages everything,
Mm.
right? So it's about the journey is not about what you get. The journey is about who you become,
Mm.
Right.
right? You
Right.
manage your emotions to a level, right, where you got your personal life down to a science. You understand?
Yeah.
It's about managing you and managing what you were given to steward. It's all about management,
Mm.
but there's different levels to management, right? And in victimhood, you got some emotions you got to go manage, bro. You got to go learn how to get out of them feelings that's keeping you trapped in a trap.
Mm.
Right. Keeping you broke.
Yeah, you got to go manage. You got to go figure out what's going on. What's to you, bro? Like you know what I'm saying? You got to, you know what I mean? And you got to turn that mirror on you. Hey, what's to you, Sony? Like, bro, hey, you tweaking, boy.
Yeah.
Like,
Pull
you know
yourself
what I mean?
together.
Insanity, right? So you know what we're managing here is on level 3. We're managing a different level of energy, right? We're managing a different level of energy, right? We're separating the wheat from the tares. We're finding out who really want to who really want to work for this, like who really want to go hard for this, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, where you gonna find that at? Where's somebody gonna say, hey man, I'm gonna give you a salary plus I'm gonna give you 20% of what I build and spending money for, like, right? And guess what? A lot of people tell me no. A lot of people tell me, hey, just 20%. That's it.
That's a lot.
Hey, I'm about to come to
It's crazy.
Miami. I
It's
got
crazy you
you.
said that. I want to add to that though, because I was talking to my boy yesterday. He work at Subway, whatever. He was like, "Yo, buy one. I manage it for you." Like, I wouldn't mind giving him 20%. I wouldn't mind making him the general manager or whatever. Like, he just said this yesterday. Like, he really just said this yesterday. So it was like, and he already working there. So it's not like I'm just trying to give him a job and he asked me for anything. He just said, buy when I manage it for you. Like, so it was like, I said, listen, man, I'm about to buy some houses in Ohio, man. After I do that, then we could talk about the Subway. You know what I mean? Shout out to my boy Dizzy, man. If you see the video.
Nah, K, you on a different level, boy. Boy, you ain't never be messed with.
I said, yeah, I hear you, but let me do this first, and then listen. I give you your own Subway. You want work? You work there anyway. You know what I mean? That's my man since like '99. So
yeah,
man.
So you got to graduate from managing yourself, right? You got to start learning how to manage yourself, right? And the way that you do that, you watch how you do other things. How do you do other people? You know what I'm saying? You do them right or you do them wrong. Like, you got to see those things. How you do money? You know what I'm saying? Someone, you got your paycheck today. You broke by tomorrow or you broke by the night. Like, you got to see how you do these things, right? How you do things, right? You just got to whip, right? You ain't never got no tires. You ain't never got no gas. Like, you got to watch. You know, like, you got to watch how you do these things so you can learn from your personal experience what your life is producing based on your own beliefs.
Right.
Yeah. So here's something I came up with. I think this was me and Gerard when we were on his podcast, man. You know, we came up with some. Well, I came up with it on the spot, but when I like to have conversations with my clients, man, I like to call it financial therapy. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to break down and see what's going on. Like, hey, you know, and sometimes it can get deep. Sometimes it can stay very at a basic level. But when it gets deep, and then you get to that right person that's okay with expressing themselves and really trying to figure out, hey, where do my money traumas come from?
Yes.
It can be a life changer when you like start to understand, like, hey, this is why I spend so much money on this, or this
Sure.
is why I don't manage properly. If you don't
For
have those
sure.
conversations again, man, it's all just going to go to waste.
For sure. So to your point, I'm gonna give everybody a book right now. Listen, if you into investing in yourself, right, I'm gonna give you a book called Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. It's gonna begin to expose to you money beliefs that everybody have, and it's gonna help you to see what yours are and why you're getting the results you're getting.
I got that in the room already.
King on Amazon right now.
You see on his glasses, right?
You see it right on his
I
glasses.
put it in my notes. I put it in my notes so I don't forget it.
Yep.
I don't fuck around.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yo.
Yeah.
You
So
said Edgar who? Say it again.
T
Who? What's his
T
name?
dot Harv Harv Eker Eker.
I'm gonna just drop it in the group in the live.
T Harv Eker. Fire.
All right. So all right. So where we at? We had one more spot to go to, right?
We have one more. So we're at the state of abundance, right? So
Yep.
now you win the state of abundance when you're able to 10x your financial freedom goal. So you was making 3,500, you was retired. Now you're making 35,000. You got like 10 subways, you got like 30 checkers, you know what I'm saying? Or 5 subways and 5 checkers. You know what I'm saying? Once you're able to 10x what you was doing, then you've matured in the state of abundance. Right? This is not about money necessarily anymore. It's about offering opportunity and helping other people to grow. Right? You stay as sharp as you stay active. Right? Tyson went in that ring. My dog, I love Tyson. Like, I grew up on Tyson, but he went in that ring to Jake Paul, and no matter what they say, he didn't look like Tyson.
No, of course not. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So no matter what, what people's opinions are, we can all agree that he didn't like the Tyson we knew when he was in his prime, right? And so you're only as sharp as you stay active, right? And so you know, again, the journey is not about what you get, it's about who you become, right? I'm not competing
Right.
with nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Right.
have no competition. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's how I feel.
I'm competing with my own potential, right?
Right.
I'm looking at me and I'm like, yo, you just did that right there, but that wasn't even 10% of what you was able to give. Like you could have gave them people some more. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's how I taught me. Like, okay, boom. So I'm competing with me. Like, I'm playing this game, right? I see life as a game, right? And the way all games work is when you're nice with it, you go to different levels. When you suck at it, you gotta
Right.
start over on that same level one.
Until you get it
So,
right.
so come on, bro. Like, come on, it's level one, bro. we we got 90% of the people in this country, in the richest country in the world, in the best time, in my opinion, to be alive in the world. Information is everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Free tools is everywhere. You know what I'm saying? They giving stuff away. You know what I mean? Like, and everybody lost. Like, why is you like? How could you still be lost? Like, it's so much. The internet is out here. You got this computer in your hand. We have the computer in our hands, y'all. If you're 40 years old, you remember when you went to school and everything you had to write. You was intention. You had to write on that white and black notebook. Hey, I'm not gonna do this again, right for 2 hours.
I used to hate that.
Right,
Yeah. I want
right.
to add to that. We got smartphones and dumb people, man. I just said that earlier to somebody.
Man. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I keep my opinions to myself. King, you a better man than me.
Smartphones and dumb people. Yo,
Jesus. Let's just
Everybody got a smartphone, man. You said why?
Right.
You said why they ain't there? We got the internet, everything. They like this. They just scrolling. Oh, that look nice. Oh, I'm gonna buy this. Oh, I'm gonna get that because everybody else saying get it. Like you said,
Yeah.
nobody will not think for themselves, man. They gotta change their mindset.
Everybody in Lag City, 90% of the people is in Lag City, y'all. 90% of the people is not even in Lag City, is below worker weight in Lag City.
Yeah.
yo, listen,
You know what I'm saying?
this is my second time talking to you. And every time we link up, man, you leave me thinking, you know what I'm saying? I was on
And let's church, man. All glory to the Most High.
I was on Zillow for 2 days after that last conversation, man.
he wasn't answering the group chat and nothing.
Nothing, man.
Right.
Nothing. I'm sending properties to my wife.
I told my wife, man,
That's
we
what's
going
up.
to Ohio, man. We about to go
If
to
we
Ohio
get
for like a
one.
week.
If we get one, hey, I'm with it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yo,
Yeah.
shout out to everybody watching. Shout out to everybody in the chat. If y'all got any questions for
Sure,
Sony,
for sure.
I know we only got them
So
for a
real quick,
couple
let me
more
get 2
minutes.
minutes to go to level 4.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I'm saying, we'll open it up.
Yep. All right. So what's level 4 about?
Come again?
I said what's level 4 about?
So level 4 is when you get to Legacy Nation, right? Legacy Nation. So you started off, majority of people started off of in Lac City. Majority of us start off in Lac City, right? Then you did the work, you got the passive income county, then you did the work, you jumped to the state of abundance, you did the work, right? Now you're in Legacy Nation. A lot of people have a problem with this because everybody want to follow their feelings and follow their passion. No one cares about your passion.
Right.
Why would I care about your
But you,
passion? Give me one reason why I would care about your passion. Right? I'm about to drop y'all a gem y'all gonna find. I'm gonna entice y'all to go get that book. I don't get paid for it. I don't, the secrets of the millionaire mind, right? And Tarv gave the definition of a business person that I still use till today. The true definition of a business person is someone who solves problems at a profit.
right. Right. I learned that. I learned that through network marketing.
Yes, sir. It ain't about you.
Become a
Everybody,
problem solver.
everybody want to make it about themselves, man. How about me? What you doing for me? How about me? Where am I gonna get mine? Well, when you solve problems for other people, you can get yours, but you gotta get out your feelings and get out of this me situation, right? And that's the problem with a lot of people in Black City, right? You give paid. You get paid in direct proportion to how much value you deliver.
Exactly.
Right.
Right. So when you go get a
Right.
job and you're getting $10 an hour, who are you? How many people are you delivering value for?
Little.
One.
Oh, yourself, yeah.
My no, not yourself. My job Inc.
Oh, okay.
Your job is your only customer.
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
Your job is your only customer, right? So you don't want to expand yourself and do the work to be able to provide solutions to more people. So you provide a solution to one entity. You get one paycheck.
Right. Wow.
Right? But again, I just gave you all the numbers, right? If I get 100 people, right, to give me 100, if I solve for 100, we have 320 million people in this country, bro. Like, Jesus Christ. If I get 100 people every month to give me $100, like, is that really that big of a deal? Am I really taking that
That's
big of a
good.
pool? You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
you jump right into
That's
it.
what it's about.
Right? So in Legacy Nation, what you're doing is in Legacy Nation, that's the people who's worth 100 milli or better. That's the people who your money outlive you, and your money can go to work solving the problems of your passions. That's when you worry about that. You ain't worried about that right now. Right now, you got to worry about your feelings. Right now, you got to figure out, how do I get out my feelings? Every time someone step on my shoe, I snap.
That trauma.
Right? Man, every time someone honk at me, boy, I go off, boy. Don't be honking at me, boy. I'm not the one or the two. You know what I mean? Like, you know how much energy you wasting on other people who have no idea you just snap? Like,
Bro, it's people are just so emotional nowadays, man. We are just so emotional over the smallest things that don't affect us on a day-to-day basis. Somebody honking at you ain't gonna pay your bills.
insane.
It ain't gonna buy you a stock. It ain't
I
gonna
don't think
purchase
it's
that
that
property. It
though.
ain't gonna do nothing. You said what?
Insane.
I don't think it's that. I don't think they're emotional.
What
I
is it,
think
Kay?
they need to, start coming on podcasts like this, and it's like it'd be the fact that they don't have like money and certain things, like their life not going right. That's why they mad. They so mad. They in a rush to go nowhere. They beeping the horn at you. When people beep the horn at me, I don't really get mad. I just be like, why? That's dumb. Like nothing even happened to me. Why you beeping the horn? It don't make sense. I just keep driving regular. But I think they upset with life, and
And right,
they got to
because
change their
their
mindset.
emotions are still untrained.
Exactly.
Because
Right.
no matter what anybody
That's it.
told you your whole life, no matter what nobody told you, the only person whose job it is to train your emotions is you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
That's
were
a
given
fact.
parents, but it's not your, like, after you turn 17, it's no longer your parents' job to raise you.
15.
Now it's time for you to start raising yourself. You are your own parent, and the reason why your life is the way that it is because of the choices you are making today.
Right. Right. Gotta look in the
Remember,
mirror, like you said.
your emotions are part of your circle where you're around and what you consume also.
Everything
Right?
you attract.
So most of these people watch and they consume low vibrational things. So
He's
when
on
you
the
get
whole
some,
level now.
I never
Low
understood
vibration.
when people go into McDonald's and they get pissed off because they got the wrong order. Bro, you're at McDonald's with minimum wage workers who's just trying to push orders out. I never understood how somebody gets upset at the waiter if they bring the wrong order out. Just eat the food, shut up and go. Is where you focus your attention, man. But most people are low vibrational. So anybody who gets that angry that quick and can snap, they got personal issues, man, that they need to address. But we don't tell that person. We egg them on sometime, but you're like, yo, relax, bro. Calm down. That's a whole nother fight that you got to have with that brother because you told him to
Right.
relax or calm down. So it's
I
just,
am calm.
they're low vibrational, man. And it comes from within
This
and
is calm.
knowing your surroundings and knowing you.
Yeah.
Nah, for sure.
Shout out to Jason for that bar. Shout out.
Jason just said a mouthful. Y'all don't even know what Jason just said. Hey, just so y'all know what Jason just said, I want y'all to go Google right now. Right now, go Google the emotional frequency chart.
Mm.
It's high heroes. It's just me.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So while y'all doing that, I just want to summarize everything I just said by helping y'all to understand what I just said with the money map, right? So now we already know when we're looking at geography and we're looking at America's 320 million Americans. We're looking at China. We know how many people live in China. We're looking at Russia. We know how many people live in Russia. I want you to understand that on the map financially in America, in Legacy Nation, there are less than 4,000 people living in Legacy Nation. The area, come on now, the area where 80% of the money,
80% of the money is in is in
Legacy Nation.
Legacy Nation, and there's only 4,000 people in there.
4,000, less than 4,000 people.
4,000 people in there.
Okay. In Lac City, you have about 220 million people who are competing for about 15%.
Sheesh.
But guess what? That's why I say when people be like, I want a man with $100,000, I'm like, yo, the median income in the US is like 64,000. There's not a lot of people who make 100,000. So that theory that you're saying just doesn't make a lot of sense statistically.
You got to put up with some. You got to put up some.
Go ahead, Sonny. My apologies.
You're talking to a lot of people up here. Listen, I know he's talking to y'all.
You want somebody to make 100 bands, you got to put up with some stuff.
Man, people have
Everybody
no idea.
want that guy. Everybody want the top 10%.
Hey, King, what you say, King?
Yeah.
I said, listen, he was talking to a lot of y'all women that's up here, and y'all be saying y'all want a man that make 100,000. Y'all want a man that make 100,000, or no? They be saying 500,000.
Hold on, King. Hold on, King. Hold on, King. I wasn't talking to none of y'all women.
He put you in the hot seat.
I wasn't talking to none of y'all women.
It's okay. Listen, I'm saying he was. He didn't say it, but I'm saying he said it.
Yo.
Alrighty. So yeah.
I got you, King. Appreciate
it, King and Jason, they had to get some shit off their chest today.
I didn't even know that was gonna happen. He set me up for the alley. I had to dunk it.
Not the alley.
Yeah. Nah. So we the four levels. We got what is it? Lac City.
Lac City.
Yes.
Passive income county. I want to do it because I was taking notes. I don't know about Gerard. Gerard don't like to write. I got you, my brother.
Yes, sir.
We got stage 1 is Lac City.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Stage 2 is passive income county. Number 3 is that state of abundance. And stage 4 is Legacy Nation.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Man, that's
yes,
fine.
sir. So now the question I have for you is, where do you want to live on the map?
You know,
I don't know, man. Ghana, Jamaica is like 600 a month. I'm still looking, man. I don't even know, man. I don't even know.
Where
I'm with it.
What stage you want to be at?
He talking about on the money map.
On the money map.
On the money map.
Before I do that, I'd probably be on the third one. But you could, like, when you really like that, you could get money anywhere you at. So you could go to Africa and get money. You could do whatever we do here, we could do anywhere. So you gotta have that mindset as well. So there's nothing stopping you. Like you could be living in Thailand and what I think is what is it like 1,000 a month, 700 a month over there too. Everything you lit. You good. You could be get money from the US. Now, I mean, as long as the money in the account where you got some money over there, whatever, you good.
Yeah,
you just continue to grow.
Yeah, but you
go ahead, Gerard.
I was just getting ready to say you're right, but we got to get out of Lac City, bro. We got to get up out of Lac
City. Yeah. We on our way.
So really quick. So let's do a segue. So one of the ways to get out of Lac City is to go invest. And one of the best places right now to invest is an emerging market in Toledo, Ohio.
Which is going to be the next episode of Secure the Bag. So make sure you log in the next time.
Me too.
He's coming back on, man. Don't worry about it. We're going to give the game, man, because I think, you know what? I think it's great because I know that we wanted to have that conversation, but the mindset conversation has to happen.
This is way better.
You gotta get that first.
Yeah, this is
100%.
100%.
There's no way we can talk
100%.
about Toledo.
Yeah, bro.
No, not right now.
Without
my brother Sonny got to go, man. He got to go with the wife. You know, he got to go play with the Cowboys. He said he about to get dressed. He about to get on the field himself, run somebody over. But Sonny, man, we
talk about that in 5 years, man. After we did it.
Hey, man. So this is Secure the Bag, my brother. We appreciate you coming on. But the last thing, you gave us tons of gems. You gave us all types of information. But I need you to go in your bag one more time. Give us one last gem for the people.
Ooh.
Take your time. It's okay.
Yeah. Listen. I well, I'm about to drop it on y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like you asked for it, I got to give it to you, right? You know, I think where we are today is a lot of people are lost because you've had one generation after another who passed down a lot of beliefs that just don't work, right? A lot of people believe a lot of things and, you know, are prepared to go to war for them and die by them. That just don't work, right? You got to be willing to look at the results, right, of what you believe and the results of the seeds you're planting, because you're never going to plant a corn seed and get an apple tree. Like it's just not going to happen. So if you're getting right, if you're getting fruits you don't like, is because somewhere in your piece of life, right, you've planted some seeds of the fruit you don't like. So you got to find out where that is, right? You got to go back to the root, right, of where you planted the fruit you don't like, and do the work. Go to the root, like go understand. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot for y'all. We got a lot to share. We can't do it all in one day, but the whole idea is today, just understand that, you know, go back, choose to go back to understanding what worked 1,000 years from now ago. What worked 1,000 years ago, right? We're talking about the difference between beliefs and principles, right? Beliefs are ideas you accept to be true just because someone told them to you, and they told them to you a million times since you was a kid, right? Example: go to school, get a degree, get a good job. If that don't work for everybody who apply it, it's just a rule. It might have worked for one person or two, but if it don't work for everybody, it's just a rule. In my life, I choose to practice what are called principles. Principles, on the other hand, are rules of the universe that produce the same result every single time, no matter who applies it: a black man, a white woman, or a purple cow. If we have three people on top of, right? If we have three people on top of the Empire State Building, a Jewish rabbi, a monk, and a Catholic priest, all jump down, what's going to happen to everybody?
If they jump down,
it's called gravity.
They all gonna die.
It's called gravity. I know for sure 100% they all guaranteed to fall, right? That's it. You jump, you're going down, right? So the point is, right, get to a place where, get to a place where you could learn to love yourself enough to invest in you, understand what works, and do what works, because that's what's going to produce you the results that you want in your life.
Nice.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it, my brother. Tell the people, man, where can they find you? What platforms? I know you got the book coming out soon. Just give us that last little bit of where to follow Sony at.
So right now I'm a very private person. Jason got me out the house. Right, and so I've been working on some things to bring out to the people. We're bringing them out. If you really want to find me, I have a brand called MyCorp, CORP, image.com. You can send me, we're still in the process of putting that up. But you can email me at info@mycorpimage.com. What we do there is we help you communicate to the people you serve in a way that makes them want to do business with you. So you can go to mycorpimage.com if you're in at least in work away, you do hair or you're a barber, or you have something and you want to organize it and put it together so you can systemize it and bring in more money for yourself, then we help you put an image that is sellable, right? Um, if you're ready to invest or you have some capital to deploy, we just launched a fund. We're a SEC recognized fund, mysecurestream.com. We have some, and we're investing in Toledo, Ohio, and everything is there at My Secure Stream. The PPM, the private placement memorandum, the business plan. I mean, we've done hundreds of deals in that market. We have our own infrastructure. We have our own licensed property management company. We have our own acquisition team. We have our own demo team. We have our own rehab team. We have our own everything. And so we're seeking for capital to deploy, and we're looking to do 2,000 units in the next 10 years in Toledo, Ohio. So if you're interested and you want to have that conversation, go to mysecurestream.com and download the investor packet, send us an email, and then we'll schedule a call with you.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, that's fire. Hey, fellas, just give us, Jason, what's your background? Where can people find you as well?
Hit me up on IG at applywithmrbenton.com. Go to foxtrotmtggroup.com. We got the new website, ton of information. Check us out.
Yes, sir. Brother King.
Listen, you can follow me everywhere, King Darius Bay. Make sure you got the hashtag MDR in there. If you find me online, hit me.
Brother Rod.
You can find me at 241 Waller Street, Saturday from 12 to 2 at this open house, man. This side-by-side duplex is 3 beds, 1.5 bath on each side, listed
Yes, sir.
at $450,000 near Worcester Square, in between Worcester Square, East Rock, Fairhaven. I'll be there Saturday from 12 to 2. That's where you find me at.
In the state of Connecticut, by the way.
In the state of Connecticut, yeah.
Oh,
That's important. That's important.
Yeah, man, and y'all can find me at Mike Evans Benton on Facebook, Instagram. That's really about as far as I done went with social media. But find Secure the Bag on YouTube and Facebook. We will be creating a TikTok page, also Instagram. So we're gonna be getting everything popping everywhere else, man. But today's guest is the definition. Oh, excuse me. I'm reading the wrong thing. My bad.
Come on, man, get it together.
All right, and that's a wrap, man, on another episode of Secure the Bag, where 4 entrepreneurial cousins bring you the real, the raw, and the roadmap to legacy. Big shout out to our guest, Sony, for dropping serious gems on business, family, discipline, and how to play the long game. From his hustle at 16 to building empires across real estate and beyond, it's clear this journey wasn't luck, it was strategy. So if you're ready to level up your life and your bag, make sure to check out Sony's program, The Money Map, because success leaves clues, but Sony's out here giving directions. As always, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and most importantly, take what you learned today and apply it. Until next time, cousins, y'all keep building, keep believing, and whatever you do, secure that bag.
Later.
Get it.
I like it. I love this beat in my head every time.